Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. In this verse of Ashtavakra Gita, Raja Janaka tells Ashtavakra with the desire for material objects like wealth, property, money, relatives, family, friends, etc. melting away, with the thieves of senses withering away, and with no interest in scriptures or knowledge. I, Raja Janaka, feel that I am very happy and blissful because I abide in the self. If you read or hear about this verse carefully, you will find that again and again and again Raja Janaka is referring to the body, the senses, and the mind in all his explanations or verses. Body is ignorance, senses etheric, and knowledge is goodness. Goodness, passion, and ignorance. Goodness is scriptures and knowledge. Senses is passion and desire to enjoy success, and ignorance is the body. How I will explain in a moment. With the desire for property, wealth, relatives, family, friends, etc. melting away. These are physical objects which have connected to the living entity directly or indirectly. They have a physical presence, a visible presence, and a body. Ignorance is desire to live. Desire to live gives a desire to covet and save and enjoy property. For that, a person struggles hard all his or her life. A person struggles for living in this world for himself, his family, his relatives, his friends, etc. For that, he or she makes property, wealth, money, etc. Second, passion. Passion is desire to succeed. It is in this that the etheric senses come to the fore. The etheric senses are the root cause for the 5 evils that Lord Krishna has described in Bhagavad Gita. These 5 evils plague a living entity all his or her life because the root cause for them is attached to their etheric body. So he says, the thieves of senses have crept away. The 5 senses are sight, hearing, smell, touch, and skin. These 5 senses attract a living entity towards various material things in this universe. When he or she is attracted towards them, he or she suddenly wants to have them. That is greed. The five evils that have been prescribed are lust, anger, greed, illusion, and false ego. These are born out of this attraction that has initially been provided by the senses through the sense organs of the body, namely two eyes for sight, two ears for hearing, one nose for smelling, one tongue for taste, and skin for touch. These give the root cause for the five evils. A passionate person desires to covet these things and to covet power and wealth. For that, he tries all tricks. Raja Janaka says these senses are meant only for sensual pleasures and enjoying those sensual pleasures. They are like thieves. They are called thieves because they creep into the psyche of a living entity unknown and silently. Even the living entity comes to know about their presence only later when they have totally grabbed his or her psyche. Raja Janaka says, "Now I have driven away these thieves." The third is goodness, the craving for knowledge. Scriptures and knowledge come into existence here. The person here is not interested in power, wealth, popularity, anything. He is interested in knowledge, in study, contemplating, philosophy, debate, and meditation, etc. Raja Janaka says, even these I have cast away. They mean nothing to me. That is, the three modes of material nature are just that. They are material, and so they have no consequence. I abide in myself, which is detached to this material world, and I live happily, blissfully, and eternally. This is the key to self-realization, deliverance, liberation, ultimately identifying yourself as Brahman, nirvikalpa samadhi, that is, thinking about God all the time and ultimately going back to Godhead. Raja Janaka has become an example for all living entities who want to be on the spiritual path and who want to attain self-realization. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this matter. If you believe that what I am saying makes some sense, kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep informing you of my previous and future videos. Please feel free to share your ideas, opinions, theories, etc. with me so that we can brainstorm together and come up with new ideas. Please pardon me for my error, mistake, or blunder in spelling, grammar, diction, appearance, etc. Because when I am talking to you on serious spiritual and material matters, I tend to ignore these frivolous things. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.